I would love to just have a simple friend chat with you tonight. And I thought that I would share a little about what's going on with me and listen to you share about what's going on with you, and then take you on a little guided meditation for relaxation so that you will hopefully have a wonderful night's rest. So just get comfortable if you want to for a moment. And I'll start. I've been having fun playing with these little characters for the Character Cabaret. To get to collaborate with your own kid is pretty incredible. So I'm really enjoying that. Work has been very intense this past couple of weeks, and I noticed that it has made me feel a little more edgy and stressed, and my emotions come to the surface more when I'm in that mode. So I've been really trying to spend the evenings decompressing, and meditation is tricky for me. I like guided meditations where it can take my brain someplace, but I have not yet found success with just the blank mind meditation. So that's one of the reasons I'll do a guided meditation for you tonight, for those of you who like that. And what else is going on? Going to go for a walk today with my sister. Went for a walk with my other sister yesterday, so that's been kind of cool. Grateful that I get to stay connected to both of them. And it's pretty awesome that I get to be with them. We have to remind ourselves how lucky we are sometimes, and I'm sure all of us have had enough loss in our lives, and if not, everyone will at some point, that you just have to remember how lucky you are for the people that are in your life to have them. What else? Trying to think of anything else unusual that's been going on. I guess that's about it. Just doing some project managing within my job. It's not actually my title, but have taken some of that on, and it's been a little bit stressful. So I guess that's it. Things that I'm grateful for are family. And in a way, even triggers are little keys to ourselves, right? It reminds us of what we're holding on to, or how we might be, coming into a conversation with, fully loaded, ready, defensive, watching for triggers. I certainly catch myself doing that at times. So really hoping that I can start to do a little more inner work and understand why, and let go of those things where possible, and forgive myself when it's not possible. So that's kind of what's going on with me. That's kind of a little bit on the surface without getting into too much detail. You can share with as much detail as you want, or with as little detail as you want. I'm just going to listen for a bit, and just to help guide us a little bit, maybe you can unwind and release the things that are not as positive for you, or stressful for you, or frustrating, and then we'll spin it or redirect to the things that you're grateful for, the things that are going well, and we'll end in that energy. So to start with, if you want to just share the things that are going on with you that are more of a struggle, and I'm here to listen. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Well, I appreciate that. And as always, if you want to rewind, I would love to listen to more. If there's more that you need to download, get off your chest, however you want to look at it, please feel free. I would love to be here for you. So feel free to rewind or pause. And now maybe just to shift the focus to the things that are working and going beautifully, or even just a few nice moments that have happened in the last bit. And I often will find, if I can just find a couple of those, that more and more start to unfold, and I start to feel that lift. So feel free to go there for a moment with me if you want to just share the things that are more positive or going well that you're grateful for. Go ahead. Okay, yes. Great. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that stuff too. The little wins or the big wins. Thank you. And again, feel free to rewind or pause. I really appreciate you sharing, and I appreciate being able to share with you too. And one of my struggles with this format is that I always have to be in a good mindset before I do these. That's something that's important to me, obviously. But life isn't always that way, and I'm not always in that space, and I don't ever want to project to everyone that I am always in that space. I am very human, and I struggle, and just want you to know that I have my ups and downs too, and that I'm with you on that journey. Okay, and now let's do a little guided meditation together. If you would like to just relax a little bit, get comfortable, whether you're sitting or lying down, wherever you are, not driving, just let your body find as comfortable a position as you possibly can. And let's do 2 breaths in and out, and I'll count them. So we'll do a 4 count in, hold, 4 count release, rest, and we'll do 2 of those just to get the body to settle in a little bit, all right? So let's start with breathing into the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, release. 2, 3, 4, and rest. 1 more in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. And release. 2, 3, 4, and rest. Great. And now, if you'd like to just close your eyes and become aware of the environment that you're in now, just from a sensation standpoint, the feeling of the bed or chair or wherever you're resting right now. What does the air feel like where you are right now? The skin, the organs, all of your cells, just kind of feel the awareness and the aliveness of you. And now feel the body just soften and the eyes just kind of soften into the mind, into the skull, and just feel that softening, and feel the brain softening. And we're just going to go on a simple journey together. It's going to be a winter journey into a forest, And as we walk along, we're dressed very comfortably and warmly so that the weather that is chilled doesn't really bother us. It's just a pleasant chill. And our body is warm enough that it's just the breath that feels alive as we breathe in and out. And as you walk along, you can hear the crunch of the earth beneath your feet, maybe a little bit of snow. The boots that you're wearing are comfortable and safe in this snow, and they can handle wherever you're walking just fine. And as you walk along, you find that the trees are beautiful shapes, and the sky kind of cuts behind them. That crystal blue winter sky is just beautiful behind them, kind of a mid-afternoon blue. And there are a few leftover leaves on the trees, but mostly there are just gorgeous branch patterns that you notice as you walk along that make their own beautiful silhouette against that blue sky. And you can smell that smell of winter, crisp, clean air. And in the distance, there's that wonderful, warm cabin up ahead that's inviting you. Wonderful, safe cabin. And you can see a little light coming from the windows, a warm light. And there are some steps up to the cabin, and you notice there's even a little tiny porch there. And you go up the steps and you knock on the door, and there's no one answering. So you peek in the window and you can see that there's no one there, but there's a little sign that is visible from the window inside the cabin that says, "Welcome, welcome visitors, come on in." So you turn the knob and you go in the door to the cabin. There's a warm fire crackling, and there is kind of a little bit of a hammock near the fire that's super inviting, so cozy, has some pillows and blankets on it. And it's raised just enough that it feels like you're off the ground if you sit in it, but not so high that you can't easily sit inside of this hammock. So you help yourself, and you get comfortable, and you make sure that you can see the fire, and you just let yourself kind of rock there in this beautiful elevated space inside of this warm cabin. And you notice as you're moving blankets around and getting comfortable and plumping up your pillow, there's a little book there that it seems someone might have left just for you. And you may know what the book says on it, the title. But as you open up the book, surprisingly, it's mostly blank pages with just a few little handwritten notes inside. And you just kind of thumb through the pages, and the first little message comes to you. And go ahead and read what that message says and take that in. And you just let that message settle inside a little bit, and you thumb through the book, and you find a second little sweet message that's just for you. Go ahead and read that and take that in. And now as you thumb through the pages and you make your way to the end of the book, there's a third message, a final message that's very personal and sweet and meaningful just for you. and you take in that message. Read it. Great. And you close the book and hold it to your chest and just let yourself rest there for a bit with that. Beautiful messages that were written just for you as you rock gently near this fire, listening to the sounds, taking in the messages. And you may even drift off a little bit into a gentle rest, a little nap. You let yourself just relax and feel safe here. Good. And now you become aware of a desire to get back home. You've taken in these beautiful messages, this wonderful space that's always there for you. And you take the book and you hold it to your chest one last time. You can give it a hug, you can give it a kiss, whatever you want, and set it back down in the hammock for another visit. And who knows, next time you might find some different messages tucked in there for you. You take in your space as you get out of the hammock gently. And you feel that warmth of the fire one last time. You find yourself wrapped up and ready to go out into that winter path again. And you give a nod to this beautiful space in this beautiful cabin, cozy. And you make your way back out onto the porch. Take a last look behind you at this beautiful room, close the door, and you step down off of that little porch and stoop and take a few steps away from the cabin and turn back one last time, and you can give it a wave, send it a little bit of gratitude, and then make your way back into the forest. It's a little bit later in the day, but there's still plenty of light to see where you're going. The sky's just taken on a little different color behind the trees. You can hear branches crackling. You can hear the snow crunching beneath your feet, the crispness of the air. And you go through this thicket and find yourself into an open meadow. And in this open space, with the beautiful sky above you, we will gently bring our awareness back into your present environment. You're going to become aware again of the air around you, the air against your skin, all of your cells, the inside of your body and your organs, your bones, your brain, your mind. Everything starts to come into your awareness again. Feeling your toes, your fingers, the hairs of your head, becoming aware of all of it. And breathing. Become aware of your breath. And at this time you can gently open your eyes and become aware of the space you're in, the room, the environment, whether you're outside or inside. Become aware and notice that the world is a little bit kinder and softer, cozier. You can drift off to sleep and have a wonderful night's rest, feeling safe and secure and cozy. Or you can go about your day and feel a sense of renewal and hope and feeling the goodness in the day, focusing on the things around you that are positive and not having to close your eyes to the things that you might perceive as negative, but just not closing your eyes to the things around you that are also positive. Thanks for stopping by. Take care of you.